Komatsu WA600.
All the time.
And my boss is talking crap about me on the scene, which is what you hear in the background. And I see the dust from the haul truck coming up, so we'll go get a bucket and start loading him.
We had signs out a bunch of systems going up.
This is mining for granite in the Colorado mountains. Try to set myself up so that I don't have to make so many turns, and it helps out the haul truck drivers get these trucks loaded a little quicker. Turn that CD down a little bit. And he didn't come back as far as I'd liked him to, so we gotta load him at an angle. So the way I set it up, be able to get in here and make some smaller turns, since this is such a big loader. Not the biggest, but it's a big loader. Try to shake the bucket out, make as few turns as we can so we don't lose material out the side like that. And I know we just put tires on this Komatsu, and I want to say it was right around $65,000 to $70,000 for tires. So we try not to tear up our tires too much, which is hard when you're mining granite. Everything wants to break the tires. I know some guys probably don't use the auto level functions in these loaders. Got the bucket control sticks over on my right side that you can't see, but I do. I think it makes it a little quicker. And I can actually pay attention to backing up or something like that while the bucket's leveling itself. I don't have to worry about it too much. Our haul trucks are 769Ds, cats. So 3 buckets from this guy will fill them up. This will be his third. Again, a little bit more of an angle than I really wanted, but that's alright. Make it work. Shake it out a little bit. 2 honks to let him know he's good to go. And we'll get back over here. Basically, that's the way we do it out here. 3 buckets on the haul trucks while they're gone. We're running 2 haul trucks right now down a short road, so I don't have too much time in between turns. I've got about maybe 5-10 minutes between each truck. So 5 minutes, try to dig as much out of the hill as I can. This hill that we're in now is our top shop bench. So we're trying to dig this out so we can blast the other half of it. Get the top, basically the top of the hill that we're on, the top of the little mountain that we're on. We'd like to just go in and get everything out of here, but I'm starting to run into some rock that wasn't shot real well. You can see right there in front of the bucket. I got some pretty big chunks of rock in there. We'll see if we can make those out here real quick. Get a hold of one of them and pull them out. And nope. That was the that little dip you saw was the back of the loader coming off the ground. So that's still pretty solid in there. I don't want to get into that too hard. I can. I mean, this Komatsu will do it. Turn the traction control up. First gear going into the hill, and it'll dig. But I know we also just replaced the teeth on this loader, and the teeth that are hanging down off the bucket right there. I think that cost us about I think they said it was $4,500, something like that, 4,500 something. And so I try not to wreck them. But basically the way I know how to do it. I usually run the traction control up as high as it'll go. You gotta be careful not to spin the tires. The tires aren't supposed to hit first gear, go into that pile, and try to get as full of a bucket as you can when you're digging inside of the hill like that. It's kind of hard. You kind of got to go with what the hill gives you. But that's the basics of it. Try not to run over anything big. Keep our little honey pile going right here just to make loading trucks a little bit quicker. That way I'm able to get full buckets out of that and get them going. And right now we're crushing this granite, making 1-inch concrete mixed rock, half-inch. I got two conveyors going right now of half-inch asphalt rock, and then all of obviously our crusher fines turned into let a little bit of half-inch trickle into that, and that way we can use that as a great breeze mix. Truck. We got a decent bucket on that one. It's not a big heaping bucket, but it'll be good enough for calling it a bucket to put in the truck. Come over here, and if I can, our drivers are real good about if I can get ahead of them and beat them to it, I can get my bucket in the air, and they'll just back run underneath the bucket for me, and that way they're where I want them. Makes it a little bit easier to get loaded here. So we'll get this truck going. And give him a little double honk so he knows where to stop. I got some decent sized rocks in there, so we'll try not to drop it from too high. There's that auto level I was talking about, and auto arm level. First gear, get some weight in the bucket, throttle's all the way on the floor, and I just clutch into it. Give you a look around the cab here in a minute for those of you that want to see what it looks like inside. When I got this job, I did not know how to run a loader. I still don't call myself a loader operator. I just know how to not hit stuff with it. And can load these haul trucks fast enough to keep the plant running, which is all that really matters out here. We don't do any grading, don't do any laser leveling, don't do any of that kind of stuff. This is just pure surface mine granite for making rock. So, get this third bucket on him, and then we'll show you guys what the cab looks like here. That way you have an idea. And let's see here. Get this last bucket on. 3 heavy buckets on these guys is a little bit, you got to kind of place your buckets so where your material doesn't run out the back of the truck, but it's towards the back of the truck, so that when they get to the feeder, it's not real hard for them to get their load started. So double honk, send them away. Make sure our bucket's empty here. We're not running over anything too big to break tires. Let's see, we'll go ahead and come over here where you can see a little bit better. Grab this. Sorry about the shaking.